dear Sri Hemant Bhai Desai, dear Sri Arun Bhende, dear Sri Paranjpe, other dignitaries present here, dear friends, and particularly the students who are going to receive the awards today, as well as their teachers and parents, and all the other dear friends. I'm extremely happy to be here this afternoon. At the outset, I would like to congratulate Dhirubhai Ambani Foundation for giving me this opportunity of meeting you all. I would like to congratulate Dhirubhai Ambani Foundation for undertaking this noble project for the last 12 years. I was very happy to know about 5,200 students have been already felicitated during the last 12 years. It's a very, very noble endeavor. It needs to be congratulated. Only I would like to make a humble suggestion. Just now we had a very beautiful film, a short and sweet film on Dhirubhai Ambani. And it has been shown how with the indomitable spirit the dreams come true and how he has fulfilled the dream. And I was very happy to know that Mukesh Bhai Ambani has become now the richest person in the world, trillionaire, and Bill Gates has been fallen behind. That's a very good news. So I want to make a suggestion. This is a very noble endeavor. This is the best way in which the profits realized by Reliance can be diverted for a very profitable cause. There cannot be a more profitable business than, as far as earning punya is concerned, earning merits is concerned, there cannot, and earning eternal happiness and peace is concerned, there cannot be more profitable business than doing service to mankind. And in that also, the best and the most noble service would be educational service. And that is felicitation of these brilliant students. Swami Vivekananda said, education alone is the panacea for all our evils. All the problems, there is not a single problem on the earth cannot be solved by education. And I am so happy that Dhirubhai Ambani, who could not pursue his studies, but then with the Dhirubhai Ambani Foundation, so many students are able to study. I was just going through the reports this morning when I came here for the talk on management to the Reliance Industries. They gave me the report. What a wonderful way in which the schools are being operated. And so thousands of students are getting educated. Not only that, the brilliant students of the whole area, of the nearby areas, the nearby regions, are getting felicitated and are getting motivated, are being motivated. That's wonderful. So my humble suggestion is, please, Mukesh Bhai is not there and I don't know whether the message reaches or not. Please try to make the rich message. That the best way is wonderful work that you are doing. May you have more profits. May you become more and more advanced in getting the money. But then, this is the best way in which you can utilize your profits, the excess. So, this particular noble activity should be further enlarged. The area to be enlarged, number of students to be enlarged, and also the amount should be also increased because inflation has come. And so, and let them get noble books. Of course, I am coming now from Calcutta. I had gone to Calcutta for attending Heads Conference. I am not coming from Baroda directly. Had I come from Baroda directly, I would have brought many more books for all these participants. And I would have myself given for encouragement. When we also have felicitation of brilliant students every year, we give a lot of books and photographs, which will be a treasure for them throughout their life, and which will make them think big and achieve big. Such types of books of Swami Vivekananda, inspiring books and photographs we give. But unfortunately, because I am coming directly from Calcutta, I requested our friends to send a small bookshop so that we could purchase the books. Plus, there is a small book that we will be giving on behalf of Ramakrishna Mission. You will be receiving a small book, Shakti Dai Vichar. It's giving the message, thoughts. It's a translation of the book Thoughts of Power, being the selected very inspiring quotations from the complete works of Swami Vivekananda spread out in 9 volumes. Very nice book, small book, like an atom bomb. Atom is very powerful, but though it is small, but very powerful. Whenever you are in depression, જ્યારે જ્યારે તમારા મનમાં થોડી નિરાશા હોય, ચોપડી વાંચી લેવાની શક્તિદાયી વિચાર, શક્તિનું ઇન્જેક્શન લાગી જશે. એકદમ શક્તિનું ઇન્જેક્શન લાગશે. શક્તિદાયી વિચાર, very beautiful book. So this small book, I will request all the participants will be getting small book. Read it one sentence every day. 1 minute you have to spare. I know you are having shortage of time, but 1 minute you can spare for me. Now you spare for me, then you will understand how much it is beneficial to you. Of course, now the English books are not there. Later on we can give you English books also. You approach us, we will send you English books. So, Thoughts of Power, Shaktidayi Vichar. And a beautiful photograph of Swami Vivekananda. Put it on the wall, wherever you are sitting. See that photograph. See the bright eyes of Swami Vivekananda. You will feel the energy coming to you. And the power coming to you. He was energy personified, the power personified. And that is why Swami Vivekananda's birthday, 12 January, is celebrated as National Youth Day, as you know, every year. On 12 January 1863, he was born. And that is why we had a National Youth Day celebration on 12 January 2006, when Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam came to Porbandar. At the time I was in charge of Porbandar, now I am in charge of Baroda. And he came there and inaugurated Vivekananda Institute of Value Education and Culture and talked to 5,000 youths. And a very inspiring speech he gave. How Swami Vivekananda inspired Jamshedji Tata while traveling from Japan to Vancouver in a ship to start Indian Institute of Science. And all these things he told. And then he answered very many important questions raised by the students. And there he told one thing, because very relevant for the topic today. He told, small aim is a crime. He taught the topic of his talk was indomitable spirit, the same topic with which the film was shown. And he told that dream. Dreams transform themselves into thoughts, and thoughts transform themselves into action. If you want to have great achievements, you must have great dreams and great efforts, and certainly you will get the great achievements. So greater achievements, dream high. That was his talk. And then at the end, he told all the youths to take 10 oaths. Out of that, a few oaths are related to the theme that was told. Very beautiful cultural program. I want to congratulate the students who gave the beautiful cultural program, Satyameva Jayate. He taught how to remove corruption. He said, every student will take an oath. I will be honest and I will try to remove corruption. How can you remove corruption? You are only students. How can you remove corruption? He gave a beautiful reply. He gave a beautiful suggestion. He said, there are 100 crores of people in our country today. That is 1,000 million people. That makes it about 200 million families, taking average of 5 persons. 200 families. All the families are not corrupt. Only a few families are corruptible. Now, the children, the students can tell their parents, Mummy, please don't do it. Of course, it is Papa who does more. Papa, don't do it. Can you say that? Then he asked. If you can say that, why? And they will not listen to anybody. They will not listen to the lawmakers, but they will listen to you. Why? Because you love them and they love you. It is only the language of the love that will work miracles. So tell your parents, this is how you can, but before that, you must also be honest. If you are copying in the examination, telling Papa not to do any unfair means of earning business or running business, earning money, that will not do. You have to follow yourself. This is what he told, and also gave various suggestions how you can do social service. You must make at least 10 persons literate. 10 persons literate. And at least 10 trees to be planted by every student. If that is done, all our problems of environment, pollution, at least in India, will be solved. And today, we are becoming a developed country. We are a developing country. We want to make it a developed country by 2020. Maybe it may become earlier also. We are becoming superpower, economic superpower. But as on today, it's very shameful. 35% of the people are illiterates in our country. Highest number of illiterates in the whole world. That's a shame. and 25% below poverty line. So we have to remove this blot on this. Swami Vivekananda said, as long as millions of our people are living below poverty line, as long as millions of our people are living in ignorance and poverty, I hold every man a traitor who, having been educated at their expense, pays not the least heed to them. As long as millions of our people are living in ignorance and poverty, without education and in poverty, I hold every man a traitor. Every educated man is a traitor who, having been educated at their expense, pays not the least heed to them. Very strong words Swami Vivekananda used. So this is what we have to do. The students can easily do it. So that is the speech that Dr. Kalam gave. We have brought out a video CD. We brought out a book also based on that, Indomitable Spirit. On 22nd August 2006, I was at Rashtrapati Bhavan when he released the book. He says, Swamiji, you have given the name Indomitable Spirit, but my another book, Indomitable Spirit, is coming out in the market. I said, but it is you who gave that name in your speech. I sent you the manuscript and you have given the introduction also. Oh, it's okay. I said, but it is not going to be sold in the market. It is going for free distribution. Okay, that's okay. Then he released the book. Then of course I told him, now you have to come to Baroda. You have come to Porbandar twice, one before becoming president, one after becoming president. Now I have become the head of Baroda Center of Ramakrishna Mission, so you have to come there on 12th January. Say, Swamiji, you know, my term is ending in July, and before that I have to finish lot of important works. I think it will be difficult. I said, no, we want you to continue as president. He told me, no, Swamiji, I don't want to continue. I am a teacher and I want to remain a teacher. I don't want to continue. The President of India, why he thinks only 3 persons can make India great. Only 3 persons. When a student asks, sir, Operation Duryodhana, Operation Chakravyuh and other operations have revealed the tip of the iceberg that is rampant corruption in the country today. As the President of India, how do you feel about it? And where do you think lies the solution? Then Dr. Kalam got up and said, you see, the Parliament has already taken some action. And then he said, then he read out a passage from the book of Swami Vivekananda, in which Swami Vivekananda says, no amount of Parliament acts can make a nation good and can make a nation great. Then what can make a nation good and what can make a nation great? Swami Vivekananda says further, only a large number of good citizens, a large number of good enlightened citizens can make a nation good and can make a nation great. And then he said, he is very frank, you know, though he was president, he told like this, in the whole public meeting, 5,000 students and teachers. He said, and the government cannot produce good people and the government will not produce good people. That also is it. The government cannot produce good people and the government will not produce good people. Then who can do it? Only 3 persons can do it. Who are they? Father, mother and the teacher. Nobody else can do it. That means only if students' character building takes place, the enlightened citizens, they can take their character building only during students. And students' character building will take place through father, mother and the teacher. These are the 3 important ingredients. The students who are going to get prizes, I give them hearty congratulations. But I also give congratulations to their teachers and his parents. Without the support of the teachers and parents, they would not achieve this much. So I give congratulations to all of them. My topic that has been given to me is students' participation in social work, a very important topic, and all the students, particularly the brilliant students, if they can understand the importance of doing social service, it will be a great achievement and a great coming forward of the nation. Time being limited, I will just remind you what Swami Vivekananda wrote to Maharaja of Mysore. The Prince of Mysore was a young man. He fell in love with Swami Vivekananda. So he used to keep correspondence with Swamiji. And Swami Vivekananda wrote a very inspiring letter to Maharaja of Mysore. He wrote, my dear Prince, this life is short. The vanities of this world are transient. In this short life, They alone live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive. Today we find most of the people, dead people, living for themselves. I go to various places all over the country. During last 20 years, I have gone to about more than 1,000 education institutions, talking to them about Swami Vivekananda's message of character building. And you know, youths are same. Either I go to Uttaranchal, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Chhattisgarh, of course Gujarat, Maharashtra, anywhere, youths are same. And then I ask them, अच्छा भैया तुम्हारे जीवन का लक्ष्य क्या है? Then they reply me, लक्ष्य क्या है? डॉक्टर बनूंगा, इंजीनियर बनूंगा, चार्टर्ड अकाउंटेंट बनूंगा. They give the whole list. अच्छा वो तो बन जाओगे, उसके बाद बस फिर अपना कैरियर डेवलप करूंगा. फिर अरे कैरियर डेवलप हो जाएगा तो फिर तो पैसा कमाऊंगा, बहुत पैसा कमाऊंगा. फिर अरे जब पैसा आ गया तो मजा ही मजा है, मजा ही मजा है. अच्छा बाद में फिर क्या है? अच्छा ये देश का क्या होगा? देश जाए भाड़ में, मैं तो अपना कैरियर डेवलप करूंगा. और समाज का क्या होगा? समाज जाए भाड़ में, मैं तो अपना कैरियर डेवलप करूंगा. देन आई टोल्ड, अच्छा भैया सुनो, तुम्हारा देश भाड़ में जाएगा और तुम्हारा समाज भाड़ में जाएगा, तुम कहां जाओगे? इतना तो सोचो. अरे अपने आप को बचाने के लिए देश को सोचो. यदि तुम्हारा देश भाड़ में जाएगा, तुम्हारा समाज भाड़ में जाएगा, तो तुम कहां जाओगे? तुम भी भाड़ में जाओगे. तो अपने आप को बचाने के लिए कम से कम देश के लिए सोचो. कैरियर डेवलप अवश्य करो. Yes, we must have career development, but along with that, we must have character development. And you must think about the national development. You must think about the others for two things: for the sake of the nation and for yourself also. You may earn a lot of money, but you will not get happiness. Simple, if money could give you happiness, then all the developed countries having highest per capita income would not be printing books. You know what are the books they are printing? How to commit suicide. The complete manual on committing suicide. Suicide users manual. These are the books coming out, selling like hotcake. According to UNESCO report, 54% of the youths in America, Japan and Sweden are not meeting natural death. The cause of the death is suicide. Do you want to go for that? Blind imitation of Western materialistic culture, drug addiction, aid and suicide, or take up the Indian spiritual culture? Serve others. And of course you must have career development, of course you must make money, of course you must enjoy life, but not at the cost of others. Don't be self-centered, don't be selfish. That will not give you happiness and peace. That will lead you to suicide, that will lead you to schizophrenia. These are the diseases coming in the Western countries. Let us think about that. We must develop our career, but also develop our character for national development and for getting happiness and peace for ourselves. When Swami Vivekananda came back from America, a young man met him. Swamiji, I am not having peace of mind. I have gone to various gurus and I am doing like that, but I am not getting peace of mind. Then Swamiji asked, what are you doing at present? He said, Swamiji, whatever my latest guru has told, by that I am doing. You know, nowadays people have a fashion of changing the gurus. Just as changing the cars, change the gurus. So the latest guru has told me, so like that I go, close the doors and windows of my room, and then close my eyes and try to vacate my mind try to vacate all the thoughts from my mind. This is what I am doing. Swamiji said, my dear boy, if you listen to me, first open the doors and windows of your room. Open your eyes and see who is hungry in the neighborhood, give him a chapati, give him a roti. See in the neighborhood who is sick, give him medicine. See in the neighborhood who is suffering, reduce his suffering. Immediately you will get peace of mind. The surest way of getting peace of mind is to serve others. Start unselfish service, but it must be unselfish service. Start unselfish service from today, immediately you will get peace of mind. This is the message that Swami Vivekananda had given to John D. Rockefeller. When I told this incident in the morning, when Swamiji was in America, at that time the richest person of the world was John D. Rockefeller. But he was very much in trouble and he was contemplating suicide. So somebody told, why don't you go to meet an Indian yogi who is staying in my friend's house? Rockefeller said, what? I have to go to a beggar?